Welcome Aries to your Aries November 2021 reading and predictions. Hi, I'm Nigel Saint James. And to the subscribers, welcome back. It's so good to see you. You are loved and appreciated, and I'm so grateful that you stop by each month. I look forward to seeing you. Well, the deck that I'm using at the moment is a deck called the Golden Circle Tarot. It's an independent deck. It arrived yesterday at my house, and the artist is Beth Martini in Chicago, so you might find that she still has some of these for sale. It's an independent deck, very reasonably priced for a independent deck if you're up for that, but personally I'm so glad I got this. I have a real affinity for it. Now, this is the first time I've used it, so we shall see what it has to offer, and I look forward to doing it. Now, the thing is that on Thursday, October the 14th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, your annual 2022 reading will be published. If you're a subscriber, you get that directly into your inbox, of course, and if you're not, just go onto the playlist and you'll be able to grab it there. It's very easily set out on the playlist. You don't need to go through heaps of videos or anything like that. The title is on the side, 2022 calendar readings, and you just go into it. Now, what have we got here? We shall see. We have... Now, I've got to look to see here. There's the Five of Cups, there's the Queen of Cups, there's the Seven of Cups, there's the Eight of Coins, and there's the Three of Wands. Fantastic. Great pictures on this. Hand painted, well, collage, I suppose is what you'd call it. And it's the only collage deck which I have. I was just captivated by it when it turned up on the Kickstarter. Anyway, come and sit down next to me. We'll have a good look on the art together while I do your reading for you. All right, now I think you can see these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's have a look at this Five of Cups. I think this wants to have a conversation with you, you know? Let's have a look at it, shall we? And see what there might be with this five. Well, the astrology of the card for me is that of Mars ruling Scorpio, but with the number 5, I have a mystical association with the planet of Mars as well. Now, ordinarily, we'd expect a really good outcome with Mars in Scorpio, because Mars, of course, is the classical ruler of Scorpio. Some people say there is a co-ruler with Pluto, but I don't subscribe to that myself. Nevertheless, with the double dose of fire from 2 Mars energies there, we get what can be a very dry environment. It also overpowers any good relationship, I think, that ordinarily exists between Mars and Scorpio. Do you know, this wants to talk to you about loss and disappointment. And that any loss and disappointment can also bring the opportunity to heal and transform pain into hope and promise. Now, whether it is a material loss, such as money, possessions, work, a person, or a relationship, or non-material, such as some aspiration that you might have had, an expectation, or an opportunity that was beckoning. Whether those things are big or small, there is perhaps a part of you sometimes, as it does with all of us, depart, and with it, it brings sorrow. Now, as you try to grasp what has happened, sadness becomes your focus, and the need to fill the dark void of loss can be overwhelming. The key of this energy here is to use the following 5 steps. First, to acknowledge your loss. Second, to locate the cause of pain and embrace the emotions. Third, to forgive others and yourself. Fourth, to accept the loss and begin to heal. And 5, allow Spirit, the divine, to fill your heart with light and to empower your total being, whereby you grow a new heart. The gift of this Five of Cups transforms your perception, bringing renewal and seeing life in a whole new light. Now, the Five of Cups, I think, offers two choices, really. You can either focus on the 3 spilt cups of loss, sadness, and disappointment, staying in the place of sorrow and regret. Or you can shift your perspective from the painful past experiences to embrace the 2 full cups of light, stability, love, and new beginnings. The 2 full cups symbolize what is good and true in your life. They contain the magical elixir of spiritual and emotional strength. The 3 spilled cups, I think, symbolize what needs to be cleansed out of your life. Do you know, this energy here, I think, can speak of hard lessons, but it gives you a chance to emotionally cleanse, to let go and transform past patterns that led to struggles and disappointment. Let go of the past. Regretting past actions will only throw you into a tailspin of repeating unsupportive emotional patterns. Let this 5 of Cups help you shift your perspective from that which sometimes can be despair to peace. I'm going to go down this diagonal, I think. So what is this? Clearly it's the 7 of Cups, not unsurprisingly. You know, this time we have Scorpio here again. This time we have Venus ruling the 3rd decan of Scorpio, the 13th to the 22nd of November. Now, Venus is the planet of love, and Scorpio is about intensity, in-depth transformation, and I think about exploration of the self and others. But with the number 7 here, I have a mystical association with Venus as well. And so we have a double Venus. And Venus really has no handbrake applied to her here. The other thing is that Venus is in detriment in Scorpio, so it can't express its sensitivity and emotions properly. Instead, they can get channeled into negative addictions and intensity, which is the darker side of Scorpio. And I think it implies that if we indulge in excess reactive behavior due to something that has affected us deeply and changed us in a way which throws up its own set of problematic issues or behaviors or ways of looking at yourself or of the world. Now, with this 7 of Cups following on from the 5 of Cups in the way that it just did, I think that it's possible that you could be experiencing feelings of separation, stagnation, maybe even a little depression, you know. There is a sense of disconnection and isolation. I don't want to rain on your parade, but I think what happens is that the soul calls out, but the mind is distracted with desires for material possessions and gain. The heart is left unfulfilled, and the grail within feels drained. Now, the emotional reaction is to fill the empty space, isn't it? Each of us has our own concoction of antidotes to escape pain. No matter what the fix is, it is only temporary. Pacifying your empty heart by checking out with alcohol, drugs, eating, Netflix, or overworking are some ways that you can delude yourself from your true purpose. The key to this energy is deep soul work, bringing balance to your inner and outer values. Become aware of your conditioning. What are the patterns that have conditioned you and are residing in your subconscious and that lead you to the present position? To get in touch with your higher self is necessary, and you need to reevaluate your values and beliefs and discover your soul purpose. Release unsupportive beliefs and patterns and integrate your soul self with the material world. It is quite possible to do that, you know, and align with the universal law of perpetual transmutation of energy. You have the ability to change the conditions in your life, you know, by uniting with the higher vibrations of the light. The gift of this Seven of Cups is the focus it brings to your creative imagination, so that you can bring things into reality by having clarity of your true self and self-purpose. Now, the lesson here is to remember your purpose, your, what the Hindus call dharma in life. It focuses on tension between the higher self and the ego, struggling with the polarities of spirit and matter. This card can signal escapism and emotional overload. Choices and life can become overwhelming. The heart is unhappy, seeking reconnection with spirit, yearning to rejoin with the oneness that has been forgotten or ignored. This card represents a need for some deep soul work and asks you, are you choosing from wisdom and love, or are delusionary ideas of fulfillment guiding you? Aligning yourself with the light of the divine through prayer, meditation, walks in nature, journaling, dream work, and just gratitude and appreciating the small joys of life will attune you with your soul purpose. Know thyself and love thyself from deep within. Attainment of your life purpose, or dharma, unfolds the will, wisdom, and love to follow your true path to spiritual evolvement. But things pick up for you, and they pick up in a really good way, because you go through that process of thinking, what am I really about? And you start to have an optimistic outlook on things. You brush aside those thoughts of pessimism and downheartedness. And here we have the Three of Wands, which is the sun in the second decan of Aries, 31st of March to the 9th of April. Look, the sun is also in exaltation in Aries, and so this placement is very favorable for you. Aries enjoys a challenge, doesn't it? You do. And your suns, Aries suns, are happiest when their lives are moving forward and active. I think this woman here, I think she brings vision and foresight as you move forward in the quest of self-discovery and creation. It presents opportunity and new beginnings, bringing success, energy, creativity, and good fortune. Now the Three of Wands radiates new energy and creativity, bringing tremendous potential for you at this time. The expanding energy brings excitement, renewal, and growth. Everything flows in synchronicity. The key of this energy here is to connect with what I would call the energetic life force of inspiration, and move forward with confidence and courage towards new worlds of exploration. Its gifts are trust, intuition, and faith. The Three of Wands symbolizes the adventuring soul. It symbolizes you. It also represents the balanced trinity of the body, mind, and spirit working in harmony. It ignites the awakening of your spiritual power, your mental confidence, physical energy, and passionate heart, directing you to your true purpose in life. The life force in you now has connected to divine energy, sparking your intuition, giving you power, focus, and energy to create a joyful, creative life. Your horizons broaden beyond what you had ever dreamed possible. This Three of Wands burns with passion, integrity, and commitment. that wants to be maintained on all levels. When you are confronted with confusing or conflicting thoughts or situations, check in with your body, your mind, and spiritual values. If they are not in agreement, take action to balance and realign them. It's straightforward. You'll then move forward to a position of honor and strength, not from overreaction. The body, mind, and spirit should always be moving in the same direction. Compromising one of these three aspects compromises your integrity and your visions. Welcome this card having turned up in your reading, because it brings creation, growth, and renewal. Good fortune is going to shine on your path. Difficult experiences begin to go away. The Three of Wands here for you. This woman is bringing to you success, accomplishment, and new opportunities. And it can reflect teamwork and strong partnerships. It can signal the birth of a child or a pregnancy. It presents a time when you are finding your true purpose. Something you have been wishing for has the opportunity to manifest in a greater form than imagined. And physically, it brings a strong life force. Mentally, it brings a powerful, creative imagination. And spiritually, it brings deep insight and awareness. Your life is in sync with the natural order of things, and you are in the right place at the right time to start your adventures and explore new horizons. Well, shall we have a look at the card that sits above her, which is this one, the Queen of Cups. I'm immediately getting the sense that she brings with her a lot of Cancer and Gemini, so I expect they are likely to be important to you during this period here. Well, the Queen of Cups, she here really is, I get the sense that she is the ruler of the heart, the portal of divine love, and the keeper of the Holy Grail. The Grail she holds contains a magical elixir that flows from the deep well of universal love into the hearts of humanity to inspire, bringing peace and healing. She channels divine love, reflecting its infinite wisdom to the world around her. Now, this wise and loving queen acts from the heart, offering unconditional love. She's highly intuitive, deeply spiritual, and she is, I think, psychic. You could have a psychic awareness during this period here, you know. She listens and trusts her intuition. Now, this queen is sure of herself, communicating her thoughts and feelings from a place of love without judgment or criticism. The Queen of Cups is mother, wife, sibling, lover, or friend who is loyal, loving, compassionate, and caring. The Queen of Cups' message is to channel divine love and wisdom, practicing its gifts in the physical world. Now, because she has shown up in your life, she's asking you to reflect on deeper aspects of yourself. What dream or vision is calling you? What watery realms within are starting to shift? The Queen is here to assist you through emotional transitions. When challenges confront you, she reminds you to remember what brings true happiness to your heart. She asks you to be gentle with yourself and others. She inspires you to live your life through love, to follow what your heart seeks by listening and trusting your intuitions without judgment. And this queen here teaches you that meditation brings you information and healing on many levels. So quiet yourself, meditate, listen, and reflect on the answers that lie in your heart. Find the grail within. She invites you to embrace your inner heartfelt truth rather than fighting it. Ultimately, self-love and self-trust opens all doors. The Queen of Cups brings the gifts of love, nurturing, healing, and creative imagination. When the Queen of Cups here is by your side, you will dream deeply and be extra sensitive to the energies and inspirations that open your heart and light your creative spirit. So just listen. Well, I think that takes us finally. Is it final? Great card stock, isn't it? See, that's what the back of the card looks like. It's really, really thick for those of you who are interested in tarot cards. But I'm interested in the message. And I can sometimes get a message off a matchbox. So here we see the 8 of coins, I assume. Well, it's the sun ruling the first decan of Virgo, that 23rd of August to the 2nd of September. Now, I also have with the number 8 here the planet of Mercury, mystically associated with the card. And Mercury, I'm talking about the sun in Virgo, but Mercury in ordinary astrology is the ruler of, and it's also in exaltation in Virgo. So this is very favorable for you. And here, the sun in Virgo, well, the sun energizes Virgo's hard work and attention to detail. Now, this card talks about sometimes there can be a strength in doing nothing at all, just to sow the seeds, set back, and wait for the harvest. Yes, time. Sit back. Time. Do you know, when someone speaks of lost time while working on a creative project, they are usually referring to an experience where hours fly by like seconds. This experience can happen during the creative process. You would have found that when all your focus is on your task. I'm sure you've felt that. It is like a deep meditation. You are channeling cosmic energy into manifestation. That's what you're doing, you know. It feels magical. It is magical. Now, this 8 of coins here symbolizes your path on the spiritual road to enlightenment. While living on this earth plane, you are learning to follow your dharma. I use that again. It's coming through very strongly for you, this reading. The key to this 8 here is finding your life's work, understanding how your creations are small threads interwoven into the universal tapestry. The gift of this card is true gratification in the self and your creations. I think this is talking of a time when you might well be absorbed in a project. There is a need to create a private place to explore and work with no outside distractions. I think this energy here also signals a time for deep learning, assimilating new insights and expanding your talents. It brings a time of birthing new and innovative expressions from the integrated worlds of spirit and matter. The realization that everything is truly connected and every act has an effect on the larger whole becomes a truth to live by. You realize that every project contains potential for spiritual growth, recognizing what is truthful to the progress of your heart's path. Now, you have learned not to let expectations of others derail your goals or hold you back. We saw that earlier here. You're not letting that happen to you anymore. It indicates learning, expanding, or maybe mastering a skill. This card signifies job offers as well, I've got to say. The realization that you are the creator of your life becomes truth. You are following your purpose in the truest form, which unfolds into living your destiny, which unfolds into service to a greater whole. That is what that card means for you. What a great and interesting month for you. That's the way it is for you this month. Ah, well, there you go. Beautiful, beautiful images, really, aren't they? Didn't you enjoy that? I certainly enjoyed providing it to you. It's my pleasure and privilege to do so. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you again. Don't forget the annual reading that's there, as I mentioned. Have a look at that. But in the meantime, remember one thing, and remember it's this, and it is that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. Until then, it's bye for now.